My name is Lorraine Way, and this is my husband Larry Way. We have been in many groups throughout the past 35 years of our Christian life. I guess the most benefit and blessings that we received were from the Bible studies that we have joined, and as a result of those Bible studies, the friendships that we have developed and what those friendships have meant to us.
The last one we were at, I'd like to just mention the last one we were at was a Bible study where we reviewed some motion pictures on television that had human and ethnic and religious overtones in it. And after we saw the movies, one of them was The Green Mile, another was To Kill a Mockingbird. And those had overtones in them that we biblically discussed at our study. And it was a wonderful time that we enjoyed immensely, all of our small group Bible studies.
I was blessed recently because due to a serious illness that I developed, it was a touch and go situation, and the word went out that I needed prayers. Prayers went up and God heard, and I'm here today because of those prayers.
The blessing from fellowshipping with one another and praying for one another, whether we were there or whether we couldn't be there for that particular meeting, was indeed a blessing for all of us.
I would encourage you in any way to join group or just to have fellowship with your fellow parishioners, because the need, when it comes, is such a blessing.
Hi, my name is Jenny, and I joined Alpha really to have a more intimate look at the walk, to learn about Jesus. And it was presented to me as it was a small group, and that I would benefit, which I did greatly on figuring out my path. I'm more of a small group person than a large assembly of people. There's no judgments. That was the other thing. You were free to say exactly what came to your mind, and then we did have a special prayer it was very moving for me and a few of the other participants that were actually praying over me. So that that's an experience that I can take back from that I'll never forget. That was very moving for me. I really enjoyed it, and I did benefit greatly from the Alpha course, and I do recommend it to other members of the Church of Resurrection.
I'm Steve
Owens.
I like small groups because it's intimate discussion. You get into a big group and you have 3 or 4 people that do all the talking, and the rest just sit and listen. A small group is very participatory. Everybody gets involved. One person would say one thing, and then that would give some thought to someone else, and so small groups are a good tool, I think.
Each evening was different. Each discussion was different, but usually even the groups, because of being a different night, your head was in a different, and so even I would talk, and that's very unusual.
We have our beliefs, we have our faith, but it's always been through these guidelines. And Alpha is a different perspective. It's a different way of teaching, and I think that's a good thing, because if we get too much into a rut, we just assume that we have our faith, we have our beliefs. There's a lot of food for thought in Alpha. It's a very, very good course. Several weeks, but it's worth every minute of it.
My name is Alice Hutchinson, And I have been a member of the Church of Resurrection not even a year yet. So I'm a rookie. Shortly after, I was invited by some of the ladies here at the church to participate in a Bible study. It was Esther, Book of Esther. And I have to admit that I never really picked up the Bible and, read it like I was supposed to, or, reviewed scriptures. And when I went to the classes, it was just amazing. It was an amazing experience. Not only did I connect with the girls, it was just formed as the girls' night out, but I connected spiritually with God in a more deeper understanding than I really thought was possible. Just some background about myself too is I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school for 12 years, so God has always been a huge part of my life. But it just really has enhanced even more with being at this church, and just connecting in these small groups that's here. And another area that I had the opportunity to take part is the women's retreat that is down at Camp St. Christopher. Great place, love that. It just was phenomenal. We had one-offs within small groups there, and again, just the time and the experiences that you can not only share with your fellow sisters there, but just how you can listen to our Lord talk to you, and just let Him express His love, and you just feel everything that He has to offer, and feel His love, and just it's wonderful. I've never been this spiritually complete and happy since being at this church. It's just an amazing church, an amazing family.